Yo, welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. We are in beautiful San Francisco. I'm going to tell you this right now. Cycling wise, San Francisco is by far the most amazing cycling city that I've ever traveled to so far. So as you guys can see, I was able to nag a bike for this weekend in San Francisco. A huge, tremendous shout out to Rafa San Francisco for hooking me up the last minute. They had one more bike left for rental, and it was more or less my size. So I just want to talk really briefly about my experience so far in San Francisco. So first off, my wife and I, we've been traveling basically the whole entire coast. We did Seattle, we did Portland, we did Mount Rainier, we did the Redwoods, and now we are in beautiful San Francisco. So anyway, let's talk about this bike really quick. I'm not sure what kind of bike this is. This is like the Rafa edition. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But it is aluminum, I think. No, it's carbon fiber. But we are rocking a 1x drivetrain. This is Campagnolo. This is actually my first time using this drivetrain. It's pretty cool. The brakes are extremely firm. I like the rotors. They bite really well coming down the descents. And the tires are, what are these? These are the Pirelli P0. These might be running tubeless. I don't really know. But the group set's pretty interesting because, like I said, it's a 1x. So you have the lever on the inside here to shift up for a harder gear, and then you have the lever on the side to shift down. It's actually quite intuitive, and you would think, being in a place like San Francisco where there's a lot of hills all around, you would think that having a 1x doesn't make a lot of sense when you're going up and down hills, but so far this drivetrain has been working very, very well. The bike is set up really well. You guys, look at this stem. This is the shortest stem I've ever seen in my life. This stem is shorter than my attention span. We'll leave it at that. But it works fine. A bike is better than no bike. But so far, San Francisco has been amazing. I might try to move here. I probably will have to live out on the streets. Alrighty, here is a better look at the drivetrain. I believe this crankset is actually carbon fiber. But yes, 1x drivetrain. It is a cable actuated shift system. Let me know in the comments, is this 13 gears or 12 gears? Is this the XR, the E-car, whatever it's called? Oh, I guess it is, because right there. But this is probably what, a 42 tooth crank out front. But yeah, I haven't had any problems trying to find the right gear. I've done a little bit of climbing. Let's take a look. Let's see what I'm at right now. We are at, what is that? 22 miles. How much elevation? We've done, I can't see nothing. We've done 13, almost 1,400 feet of climbing in only like 22 miles. But it's beautiful here, guys. Yeah, if I could afford living in San Francisco, I 100% will live here. It's beautiful. The weather is good right now. I know that the rainy season is coming up in the fall, but summertime, I'm gonna try to come back here. So if you guys want to come back here with me, we'll get an Airbnb for like a week and we'll just do nothing but climbing. So if you aren't a climber, this is a good place to train. If you are a sprinter, same place. One other thing I want to talk about, guys, really quickly is this trip that my wife and I has taken. It's basically a 2-week trip. It has been extremely expensive, and being that I didn't bring my own bike and just some of the expenses to just be able to ride a bike, even in these both in San Francisco and in Seattle, it was pretty expensive. But one thing I've learned is if you can afford it, the experience and the memories that you're going to get far exceeds whatever the expenses are. My sort of rule of thumb is whenever I travel, you know, I'm not trying to spend my money frivolously, but basically I don't check my credit cards, my statements, until I get back home for my trip, because I don't want money to be the reason why I can't experience certain things. So even like with this Rafa renting this bike, I signed up for the membership, which is $100 USD, which I'm going to use again because it lasts for a whole entire year and you have the ability to rent out bikes later. So $100 for the membership, and then it was $50 to rent the bike for the day, even though I only need it for like 3 hours or so. So you figure it's $150, but they check over the bike before you go out and ride. They measure your saddle height. They get everything ready to go. They even give you all the tools you're going to need in case you get a puncture on the side of the road. So $150 for the privilege to ride in San Francisco. So from my perspective, I think it's worth it. Of course, I am going to bring my bike myself next time I'm out here. But just remember, guys, that memories and experiences are going to far exceed money. Money comes and goes. I get not everyone is rich or poor, but focus on experience. But I'm gonna leave the video at that. Beautiful country, or excuse me, beautiful city. Much better in Seattle than Portland. See you guys on the next one. Peace.